A mid-innings mini-collapse after the late introduction of Matt Coles dragged Kent back into their LV County Championship match against promotion hopefuls Middlesex on the second day in Canterbury after the visitors had looked like earning a substantial first innings advantage. They resumed on the second morning on 55 without loss in reply to Kent's 242 all out, and the job of Scott Newman and his partner Sam Robson was to keep going for as long as possible. Robson began the day on a run of ball 37 and he slowed down before reaching his fifth 50 of the summer. It had eventually taken him 71 balls to reach, and that was his eighth boundary. Conditions had changed somewhat overhead and they were much better for bowling in, which meant that both batsmen had to work hard for their runs early on. Their partnership was worth 99 and was ended when Newman, on 34, edged Wahab Riaz to James Treadwell at first slip. But Chris Rogers looked in very little difficulty on his arrival at the crease, and with Robson, he started to put his side at control in the morning session. Between them, they added another 48 runs for the second wicket, meaning that they were now only 95 runs behind when Rogers was the second man out. He'd made a trouble-free 28 when he got a thick outside edge to a ball from Darren Stevens, offering Azhar Mahmood a catch in the gully. By lunch, Middlesex had moved on to 159 for 2, and they would have viewed the afternoon session to be the one when they would ease ahead of their opponents. And that seemed as if it would be the case, as Robson continued to play well, picking off his shots expertly. Malan scored his maiden list day 100 on this ground earlier on in the week, and he took the form from that innings into this match. The youngster looks a class act when he plays in this manner, and he has all the shots in the book at his disposal, whether it be off the medium pacers or off the spin of Treadwell. This pair brought up the 200 and they were now only 38 runs adrift when Coles started the Kent fight back, first by removing Robson, who edged behind to depart just 5 runs short of his 100. He's a player who is not really enjoying the 90s this summer. Neil Dexter followed to the very next ball before 2 more wickets fell in successive deliveries to Treadwell. He had Jamie Dalrymple caught at leg slip by Rob Key for 4, and then removed John Simpson for a golden duck. In the space of 31 balls, Middlesex had lost 4 wickets for just 5 runs to somewhat undo all the good work from Robson and the others. Thankfully for them, Malan was still there and he now stopped the rot with some more classy strokes. Although his side had lost those quick wickets, they were still well placed in this game. A game they will be keen to win, with their LV County Championship 2nd Division title challengers, Northamptonshire, going so well in Chesterfield. Middlesex trailed by just 4 when Coles, who was the 6th bowler to be employed by Key, skittled Tom Smith for 13. The weather by now had started to intervene, and between stoppages, Malan completed his fine 50 from his 108th delivery. It had been a battling knock from him and a very worthy one too. Tim Murtagh stuck with him until bad light and drizzle eventually arrived in the Garden of England, and that was that for the day, with no play at all in the final session. So with Malan still there on 55, Middlesex will resume on the third day on 258 for 7, leading by only 16 runs. It will be important for Malan and the rest to eke out as many runs as possible to put the pressure back on the home side, who, in spite of the efforts of Coles and Treadwell, are not out of the woods just yet.